Welcome back to my channel. You're about to watch me make my Thanksgiving cards, but before I can do that, I have to get some ingredients. And one of the things I need are little twigs. So I'm out here in my yard. It's a glorious sunshiny fall day. After several days of gloom and yuck, I'm thrilled to be outside. Let's pick up some sticks before they get mowed over. All right, here's the deck without its poor cushions. Aww. But Mike and I grab them and come out here and sit. So we're gonna go down here. What's nice about living in the country is I have plenty of sticks. So we're gonna come right over here to this big old tree where the Kitty Pie's swing set used to be. I think I see something laying down. It'll be helpful to pick it up anyway. So I'm going to need about 36 little twigs. Oh yes. This branch here is going to be perfect because I can get 2, 4, 6, 7 cards off this one. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, looks like 17, maybe 18. Okay, I'm gonna keep picking up sticks, get those branches up before hubby needs to mow, and I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, so here's my stash. This guy, I think the top half will work. The lower half's gonna be too fat unless I make him a hand card, hand delivered. This guy will be perfect. I'll probably bust that part off. And this can definitely make a couple of cards. So I'm gonna break these guys up a bit. You know, when you're making your cards, feel free to just, see what's out there. You don't always have to buy everything. Some things are in nature and they're really pretty, or whatever loose little bits you have around the house. Here's another little secret. How when you buy shirts and dresses and things, they sometimes have those strings to keep them on the hanger, or the ribbons, I should say, to keep them on the hanger. I cut those off and I use the ribbons in my card making. So I'm gonna sit here and break off the smaller bits and break these down a bit. And then I'm gonna chuck the bigger bits into the edge of the yard here by the field, and they can just compost on their own. Put them in our stick pile. So, and I'll show you my end result, but oh my, when I go to edit this, it'll probably be early November, and maybe the snow will have started to fall, but look at that. That's a blue sky, and that is sunshine. And our trees have no leaves on them. Aw. Oh, yes. Do you remember this day, Gil? Isn't it glorious? Maybe you live someplace where you don't get 4 seasons. We do. And to have it be 66 degrees on October 19th with that blue sky. All right, here comes hubby on the mower. So I'm going to sign off for now, and I'll talk with you in a bit. All right, I have my little stick pile. There's definitely enough sticks there. These little ones will be fine to go through the mail. And I'll use like the top of this one and the bottom of it. If I need it, I'll use it, or I'll hand deliver it. I just don't think I'm ready to go in yet. Maybe I'll sit here for a bit and enjoy the blue sky. So what I have here on my crafting desk, which is kind of tricky because I'm using my former tripod, is some 12 by 12 paper, which I cut 3 inches by 12. And I'm going to fold it all in half. And I have some craft-like paper, which also is 3 inches, but some of it is 6. And then the cutoff would be 5 because it's 11. So the 6-inch piece I'm going to glue in here, And then the 5-inch piece, I'm going to fold over the top and hole punch, because what I think I can do is take these black hair bands, these hair ties that I had gotten from Walmart, and I'm just gonna give a little experiment. I'm gonna feed it through the back and take one of my stick pieces. We'll grab this one. And let's see, I'm just gonna feed it through here. Make sure that you can see. Oops, it came through. I thought I held it. Apparently I did not. Let's try that again. I'm feeding it through the back. Might actually have to glue that down first. Did I not glue it down first? I did on this piece. Oh boy, I was just experimenting, I think, with that one. So let me stick this through and hold it well. All right, where's my piece of stick? Put him through like so. And now I'm going to stretch this hair tie, I hope, through the back. Let's see if I can grab it and put it around. Oh, I'm going to try to do it away from the camera because the camera is so far from me. Okay, once you get it through the hole, grab the stick on the other side. That was a bit tricky. So now I have this card. And then when you open it up, I put the stick on upside down. That's fun. So since I don't want to put the stick on upside down, I'm just going to glue another piece right in there. That'll make my life a lot easier. So let me just do that. Putting this craft paper on the inside of this designer series paper gives some stiffness to the card and allows for, you know, a little bit more of a card, and it's less flimsy. So in here is where I intend to write my Thanksgiving message. And I think on the outside I might put some leaf decorations. This was the card that inspired this card. If you'll notice, I used a 12 by 12 cardstock for the base, and I stamped all over it, which I think is pretty. And then just use a smaller bit to cover. But I didn't have any paper that was 12 by 12. So I thought I would just alter it. And if I put leaves here, I think it'll look pretty. See, you can definitely tell that was the front because that's definitely straighter than that. I might have to switch that up. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit here and fold all of my 12 by 12 pieces. I'm going to fold all of my little 5 pieces, line them up and punch them. And I'm going to put the craft paper on the inside and get everything lined up nicely and do my message, add my little twigs, and I'll have a stack of cards. One thing I noticed is that if you give this little elastic a bit of a boingy boingy stretch, it goes through a little bit easier. So now I have all of the insides glued on. So I'm ready to go there. I'm just going to take these little 5-inch bits, fold them in half, and then set it, make sure it's on the inside, set it correctly here and center it, and then just kind of hold it down. I'm going to add a little glue. Center it so that it is attractive. I have a crocodile punch, and I'm just going to punch. It'll help me punch through all those layers. All right, and now I'll add my sticks. So I just want to make sure I have a piece that will go through. Again, I want to go up through the back. Kind of hold it. Put my stick here. There we go. And back up through. Hold it and wrap it right around that stick. Just center my stick so it looks attractive. There we go. I'm going to keep on trucking. So here's another tip. If you're having a struggle, I'm just going to show you. So I stretch this, like I said, boingy it out a little bit so it's a little bit stretchier. But the crocodile has a bit of a bigger hole, so I'm using the larger hole. I was starting off with a smaller hole, but now I've moved to this one, which I don't know what the size is. But I take my stick and I just kind of measure where I want it and break it off. Put the band around the stick, and then you can drop it down inside the hole that way. That might help you. Secure it right off the bat. And then when you come up through the back, catch it with the stick, and then you can adjust. So that's the plan. All right, I still have about half a dozen or so to go. Now we're at my cutting station, and I have this Jim Holtz. I don't think I can get it in frame because it's enormous. And so I put a plate and then this cutter and I need some paper. So I keep quite a bit of paper in like a scrap bin. I'm just going to slip that piece there and then slip this on top. And I'm going to run it through, and this is probably going to shake like crazy. And it cuts out all these leaves. So, yeah. So I'm going to sit here and cut out lots of leaves, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have a big pile of leaves that I've cut from lots of scrap. And I also have some fabric pumpkins that I cut from some scrap fabric. The plan is to attach a couple of leaves or pumpkins to the front of the card. And then with my Eggplant Envy, I have a stamp set called Harvest Home from Stampin' Up. It's an old one. And I have this stamp which says Season of Thanks, Season of Blessing, Season of Love. So you just tap, tap, tap. Since this is the first time I'm using it today, I'm just going to give it a little rub and then tap, tap, tap. And then stamp on the inside. Ta-da! And then I have a spot to write something. So, yep. So let's, off screen here, tap, tap, tap. Stamp. And let's see. I think I will do a fabric pumpkin. I might have to use dimensionals because it might be a little bit easier. And a leaf. And I think a yellow leaf, which I will also pop up with a couple of dimensionals. Just lay it like so. Ta-da! So I'm going to keep on going just like that. So I brought up my cards. I like to keep my cards in like this box, which used to hold envelopes. And I have this size letter envelope. And my card will go in it and be mailed. And I guess I'll flip it around. I have all of these ready to go. So yeah. All my cards, all my Thanksgiving cards. I can pull some out and show you a few of the designs. Just did some random things with the colors and the textures. That one had foil, just to be different and pretty. So yeah. Well, thanks so much for joining me making Thanksgiving cards. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Check out my other DIY projects. I'll link a playlist here at the end. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye.